Welcome to TV Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: Hank Azaria says Matthew Perry helped him get sober, he was so caring and giving. El Paso fentanyl dealer gets 20 years in prison in $3 pill sale tied to poisoning. Gaza hospital braces for airstrikes after communications blackout and healthcare nightmare. Matthew Perry 911 call audio released as cause of death probed. Rents are soaring as a pandemic trend corrects itself, but experts don't expect them to drop anytime soon. Hank Azaria says Matthew Perry helped him get sober, he was so caring and giving. The Independent. Hank Azaria, the voice actor behind several Simpsons characters, has paid tribute to his late friend's co-star Matthew Perry. Azaria praised Perry for helping him get sober and described their friendship as being like brothers. Perry, who died aged 54, had struggled with drug and alcohol addiction. Azaria also spoke of his love for Perry and his sadness at seeing him suffer. The actor, who has been sober for 17 years, said he wished Perry could have stayed consistently sober and that he missed him. Perry had spoken of wanting to be remembered for his work on addiction recovery. El Paso fentanyl dealer gets 20 years in prison in $3 pill sale tied to poisoning. Yahoo! An El Paso fentanyl dealer has been sentenced to 20 years in prison after being found guilty of selling counterfeit pills that resulted in a life-threatening overdose earlier this year. Patrick Harley Chairs, 28, continued to sell counterfeit M30 pills even after he was told that one of his customers nearly died from fentanyl poisoning. Chairs was sentenced on October 26 as part of a plea agreement, and pleaded guilty to the charge of distribution of fentanyl resulting in serious bodily injury. Gaza hospital braces for airstrikes after communications blackout and healthcare nightmare. CBC. Israeli rockets have landed close to the Al-Quds hospital in Gaza City, according to the hospital director and Palestine Red Crescent Society. The hospital received 2 phone calls from Israeli authorities instructing them to evacuate as the area was going to be a military zone. The hospital is currently sheltering about 12,000 displaced Palestinians and hundreds of injured people and other patients. Israeli officials have claimed that Hamas is using hospitals as military command centers. There have also been reports of bombardments near other hospitals, such as the Indonesia and Al-Shifa hospitals. The World Health Organization has stated that it is impossible to evacuate patients without endangering their lives, as ambulances cannot reach them due to the communications blackout. The UN Relief and Works Agency held a funeral service on Sunday for the 59 United Nations officials who have been killed in Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has denied claims that Israeli forces are committing war crimes. The United Nations Population Fund is currently working to distribute birthing kits to the 50,000 pregnant people across Gaza. Matthew Perry 911 call audio released as cause of death probed. The Independent. A 911 call made from Matthew Perry's Los Angeles home on the night he died references drowning just before first responders arrived to find the actor unresponsive in a jacuzzi. Perry, the actor best known for his role of Chandler Bing on Friends, was found dead in his jacuzzi in his Pacific Palisades neighborhood on Saturday. He was 54. Rents are soaring as a pandemic trend corrects itself, but experts don't expect them to drop anytime soon. ABC. The number of rental properties available in Australia has fallen to a record low, resulting in rising prices and increased competition among renters. Property analytics company PropTrack reported a 5.7% annual decline in new rental listings in September, the lowest level for more than a decade. The lack of listings led to a 7.1% reduction in the total number of available properties compared to the previous year, driving the national vacancy rate to a record low of 1.1%. As a result, the national median weekly rent rose by 3.8% to $550 $388 in the 3 months to September. The annual median weekly rent surged by 14.6%. Rents are expected to continue increasing in the major cities due to high demand and low supply, but ease elsewhere. The Reserve Bank of Australia expects annual rental inflation to reach 10% in the next 6 months. PropTrack called for increased availability of rent assistance measures and encouragement of first-time homebuyers as potential solutions to the current challenging rental market. Matthew Perry's family heartbroken by friend's star's death. Yahoo! Matthew Perry, who played Chandler Bing in the 1990s sitcom Friends, has died aged 54. He was found dead in a hot tub at his home in Los Angeles. Fantastic Beasts director was left blindsided by J.K. Rowling comment. The Independent. David Yates, the director of the Fantastic Beasts film franchise, has revealed that he was surprised to learn that there would be 5 films in the series. Yates, who directed all 3 films released so far, said that author J.K. Rowling casually mentioned the 5-film plan during a press screening of the first movie. He also discussed the challenges of filming the third installment, Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, during the COVID-19 pandemic. Yates stated that the production had strict protocols in place to keep the cast and crew safe. He added that the future of the franchise is currently on hold, but he believes they will return to it at some point. Strictly Come Dancing 2023, Halloween Week 6 results live, Krishnan Gurumurthy is in danger. Telegraph. The article discusses the standings and potential outcomes for the contestants on the reality show Strictly Come Dancing following the Halloween special. Krishnan Gurumurthy is currently one spot away from the bottom of the leaderboard and may face his first dance-off. Zara McDermott is in last place and is likely facing her third dance-off. The article also mentions the Addams Family-inspired group number performed by the professional dancers. Friends co-creators pen tribute to late Matthew Perry, "This truly is the one where our hearts are broken." Yahoo! The creators of Friends, Marta Kaufman, David Crane and Kevin Bright, have released a statement paying tribute to actor Matthew Perry, who passed away unexpectedly on November 13. Perry played Chandler Bing in the long-running U.S. sitcom. The statement said, "We are shocked and deeply, deeply saddened by our beloved friend Matthew's passing. We will always cherish the joy, the light, the blinding intelligence he brought to every moment, not just to his work, but in life as well. He was always the funniest person in the room. More than that, he was the sweetest, with a giving and selfless heart." Five Nights at Freddy's box office, all the records shattered in opening weekend. Yahoo! Universal and Blumhouse. Five Nights at Freddy's has grossed $78 million in North America and $130 million globally in its opening weekend, despite mixed reviews from critics. The film, which is based on the popular video game, also became the highest-grossing horror film of 2023 so far and the biggest opening weekend for Blumhouse. Analysts believe the communal appeal of horror films could make this a game-changer for the genre. Hey there, folks! It's your friendly neighborhood Six Doctor here, bringing you the latest news and updates from across the 6 dimensions. So grab your cup of interdimensional tea and let's dive right in. First up, we have a heartwarming story from the world of Hollywood. Hank Azaria, the voice actor behind some of our favorite Simpsons characters, has paid tribute to his late Friends co-star Matthew Perry. Azaria credits Perry with helping him get sober and describes their friendship as being like brothers. "It's always amazing to see how powerful friendship can be, even in the midst of struggles. Cheers to Hank and Matthew for being there for each other." Now, let's shift gears to something a bit more serious. An El Paso fentanyl dealer has been sentenced to 20 years in prison for selling counterfeit pills that resulted in a life-threatening overdose. It's a stark reminder of the dangers of the opioid crisis and the devastating consequences it can have on individuals and communities. Let's hope this serves as a warning to others involved in the illegal drug trade. Moving on to a more urgent matter, the situation in Gaza is reaching a critical point. Hospitals are facing airstrikes, communication blackout, and a healthcare nightmare. It's a heartbreaking situation, with innocent lives caught in the crossfire. The conflict between Israel and Palestine is complex and multifaceted, but what is clear is that the impact on the civilian population, particularly in terms of healthcare, is devastating. It's a reminder of the importance of finding peaceful resolutions to conflicts and protecting the most vulnerable among us. In some lighter news, we have an update on the tragic passing of Friends star Matthew Perry. The 911 call made from his home references drowning just before he was found unresponsive in a jacuzzi. It's a sad reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of taking care of our mental health. Let's remember Matthew for his incredible talent and the joy he brought to our screens. Shifting gears again, let's talk about the soaring rental prices in Australia. The lack of available properties has led to rising prices and increased competition among renters. It's a tough market out there, folks. The Reserve Bank of Australia expects rental inflation to reach 10% in the next 6 months. So if you're looking for a place to rent, good luck and may the odds be ever in your favor. In more somber news, Matthew Perry's family is heartbroken by his sudden passing. As fans, we mourn the loss of a talented actor who brought us so much laughter and joy. Our thoughts go out to his family and loved ones during this difficult time. Now, let's take a dive into the world of magic and fantasy. The director of the Fantastic Beasts film franchise, David Yates, was left blindsided by author J.K. Rowling's casual mention of a 5-film plan. It just goes to show that even in the world of wizards and witches, surprises can still happen. We'll have to wait and see what the future holds for the franchise, but one thing's for sure, the magic will continue to captivate audiences. And finally, we have an update from the world of dancing. The standings and potential outcomes for the contestants on Strictly Come Dancing are discussed, with some facing the possibility of dance-offs. Who will shimmy their way to victory? Stay tuned to find out. That's all for today, folks. Remember, life is a roller coaster, and the news can be a wild ride. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay fabulous. And now, over to you. What are your thoughts on these news stories? Do you have any questions or opinions you'd like to share? Let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.